The man takes a chicken from the poultry and kills it. He then takes it to the factory to get it processed. While the chicken is getting plucked, a fly lands on it and infects it. The infected chicken starts to create worms and rot. The chicken still gets ground and is produced as a chicken nugget. It's packed and put in a box that is distributed to an elementary school in Fort Chicken. In the cafeteria, a girl takes the infected chicken nugget and takes a bite. Clint wakes up with his mom in his room. She asks him how the book he is writing is going. He says he's been working really hard on it and asks for his mom's opinion on the first draft. She tells him she loved it, but Clint asks for her to be honest with him and give him constructive criticism. She tells him that she didn't like the book much and that it had a lot of flaws, but at least he has a new job as a substitute teacher. Clint tries to come up with new ideas for his book while going to school. He finds it utterly depressing that he is now returning to the school where he used to learn as a teacher. Clint parks his car in the parking area, and just when he's about to get out of his car, some guy comes and parks so close to him that he isn't able to get out of his car. Clint goes out the back door and walks to the school building. He notices the kids are mean. When he gets to the office, the vice principal introduces him to the school policies and stuff. Clint is surprised by the school's no cell phone campus policy. He has to hand over his phone to the vice principal. Neither teachers nor students can carry their cell phones. Clint walks into the staff room but finds everyone unfriendly. He then sees Lucy, who used to go to the same class as him. She asks him what he is doing here because she hears he lived in New York and had a job as a writer. He tells her that he is in town for a while and staying at his mom's house. He took this job as a teacher while he was a writer. Lucy introduces him to the other teachers. She introduces him to Wade, whom he had already acquainted himself with earlier. He is the same guy who parked close to his car. When Clint tried to remind him about their acquaintance earlier, Wade got defensive and mean. Clint tells them that he is writing a novel. A bell rings and the teachers go to all of their assigned classes. The client's and Lucy's assigned classes are next to each other. Clint tells Lucy that he dislikes Wade, but the conversation gets awkward when Lucy tells him Wade is her boyfriend. Two boys bully a girl based on how she looks. Clint gets to class and tries to communicate with the students. One of the boys who was bullying the girl started laughing at the teacher and insulting him. Clint tries to take away the kid's phone, but the kid threatens to report him, saying he touched him inappropriately. The kid continues to bully the other kids who participated in class. The kid continues to harass the girl, and when he pulls her hair, it ends up on his hand. She hisses and attacks him like a beast and bites his face off. Clint quickly gets the girl off the kid, but she scratches him and runs away. Clint takes the kid to the nurse. The kid whom the girl bit was hurt. One of the parking guards gets in his car and starts eating mushroom drugs. Clint goes out of the class and tells Lucy what happened. While they are sitting and talking, the friend of the kid who got attacked by the girl goes to the girl and tries to pick on her. She ends up attacking him too. Wade is on the playground looking at Clint and Lucy talk. He gets so upset and focused on them that he doesn't notice what's going on around him.
What is wrong with me?
The kid's friend starts attacking other children and strangling them. After a while, there is a commotion on the playground where the kids bite each other and start feeding on a teacher. The parking guard isn't sure about what he is seeing because he is on drugs, so he calls the vice principal and tells him what's going on. The vice principal goes out to check on the kids, but they end up brutally killing him and slitting him into pieces. The kid at the nurse's office gets out and joins the other kids. One of the teachers points out there is a carnage happening, and Wade turns around and notices the possessed kids surrounding him. He fights them off and escapes to the building. While one of the teachers tries to report the incident to the police, one of the possessed kids cuts off the phone lines. By now, almost all of the kids at the playground have turned into flesh-eating zombies. A police car arrives at the scene, but since he is unaware of the situation, he ends up getting attacked and dies. The kid who was bitten tries to attack them, but they escape and go to the library. They notice one of the kids who has not been infected yet and take him with them. The teachers try to figure out what happened to the kids. The kid that is not infected tells them that they have cooties and that they got it from the first girl that attacked the boy. Wade proposes an escape plan, but Clint dismisses it. Lucy suggests that they wait until 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, the parents will come to pick up their kids, so when they get there, they can't get to the roof and signal them for help. Clint gets scratched by one of the kids and shows some symptoms, so Wade locks him up in another room. One of the teachers examined Clint's symptoms and suggested that Clint wasn't a threat. They wait till 3 o'clock and until the parents start showing up. They get on the roof and try to signal one of the parents about her kid, but she is so busy talking on the phone that she doesn't notice them. The kid gets into the car and attacks her and the baby in the car. One girl climbs up to them, but they notice that she hasn't been infected. At that instant, the infected kids start running towards them. They run off to the auditorium. Wade fights off one of the kids and then brutally kills him. One of the curious teachers starts examining the dead kid. They learned that the girl they rescued on the roof was scratched by the infected kids. Reports have been confirmed that kids are attacking their parents at Fort Chicken, and authorities are telling citizens to stay inside. Lucy and Wade have a conversation about their relationship. Wade was so jealous about Clint and Lucy's interaction that he called off proposing to her. One of the teachers examines the brain of the dead infected kid. He thinks that it's probably a virus, and since the girl was the first to bite, they probably got it from her. The teacher also suggests that the reason why Clint and the girl who got scratched haven't been affected is because the virus does not affect those who have undergone puberty. Suddenly, the alarms go off and one of the kids collapses because he is diabetic and hasn't had anything to eat. They hear a sound approaching them, but it turns out it is the janitor who lives underground. The janitor didn't have anything the kid could eat, so he couldn't help them. The mayor announced immediate evacuation from the town, so there was no one coming to save them. Clint suggests they grab a snack for the kid from the teacher's lounge and get the keys to Wade's car, which they can use to escape. Clint suggests they use the duct so that they won't run into the infected kids. Everyone agrees to send Clint up in the duct, but then Lucy decides to join him and help. They froze when they heard one of the kids from above, but then proceeded to the teacher's lounge. While Clint tries to find snacks, Lucy goes to the other rooms to check for phones. Clint tries to get the vending machine to work, but then an infected girl creeps behind him and he has to hide. Lucy couldn't find any working phones, so she returned to the vault. The infected girl started screaming when the vending machine beeped. So, Clint has to hurry up before the others hear and surround him. They grabbed the snack, quickly got to the vault, and escaped. The infected kids are stuck in the vault with only one way to go since Clint and Lucy have blocked the room they're in. The kids are going to the janitor's room underground. Clint warns them about the kids on their way to them, so the teachers block the duct's exit. Lucy starts to break down in front of Clint, and Clint comforts her. He confessed that he knew she worked here when he first got here, and that he did it because he wanted to see her. He also tells her that he used to be a teacher in New York. While they're trying to comfort each other, they end up sharing a kiss. Clint comes up with the idea of giving the infected kids Adderall and escaping when they doze off. Meanwhile, the teachers are bonding over their careers as teachers, sharing stories, laughing nervously, trying to hold on to something normal in the chaos. They give the kids the pills and wait. Slowly, the infected kids begin to slow down, eyes heavy, bodies sluggish. While the kids fade into a daze, the teachers get to work. They collect anything they can use: brooms, sports equipment, metal rods, makeshift shields. They tie bandanas around their heads, tape textbooks to their arms, and prepare for war. Outside, the parking security sits silently in his car, engine off. He watches them through the windshield, listening closely to their plans. A strange look in his eyes. Something's coming, and they're almost ready. When they go out of the basement, Wade shoots the infected kids in the face with a baseball bat and knocks each one down. They go out to the playground and fight off the kids. Everyone fights with the gadgets they have and defends each other. As they are about to get to Wade's care, the kids start circling and attacking Wade. Wade gives Clint the keys and tells them to leave without him. Clint gets in the car and immediately leaves. One of the infected kids followed them and got on top of the car. They had to run him over. They escaped to the nearest town in Danville. When they got there, there were dead kids on the street. Their car runs out of gas and they get out to get some help. As they walk, everything feels off. Too quiet, too still. They find a small diner with the lights still on and rush inside. A TV is playing in the corner. They watch in silence as the news reports that the virus has spread all over the states. Panic is everywhere. Schools are shut down and cities are in lockdown. Then, a newscaster mentions that the virus might have originated from the Fort Chicken factory. Clint turns to the others, tense, and asks if there is anything in the cafeteria that's from Fort Chicken. They look at each other, thinking back. One of them confirms that they use the chicken nuggets from Fort Chicken. One of the teachers tells them if they can find one of the nuggets, he will be able to make a vaccine. When they turned around, they were surrounded by a bunch of infected kids. They run fast and go inside an open door they find. The room is so dark that they can't see anything. When they finally do, they notice that it is a birthday party and the nuggets from their poultry are there. When the light goes on, they see that they are surrounded by infected kids. Wade shows up out of nowhere and starts fighting the kids, spraying them with an unknown fluid. The parking guard came to rescue them, but Wade helped block the exit. It turns out the fluid Wade was spraying on them earlier was gasoline. They finally break free and drive out of there, hearts pounding, smoke rising behind them. Did this story spook you out? Let us know in the comments below. For more horror movie recaps, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you on the next one. Fear awaits you.